The mystery of the Mary Celeste, a ghost ship lost at sea. The vast oceans of the world have seen countless mysteries over the centuries, but few are as chilling and perplexing as the story of the Mary Celeste. Known as one of the most famous ghost ships in maritime history, the Mary Celeste set sail in 1872 from New York, bound for Genoa, Italy. But what was meant to be a routine voyage quickly turned into a haunting mystery that has puzzled sailors, investigators, and historians for over a century. What happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste? How could an entire ship be found drifting in the Atlantic, fully intact, yet without a single soul on board? Today we dive deep into the story of this ghost ship and the theories surrounding its disappearance. The Mary Celeste's final voyage. The Mary Celeste was a 282-ton brigantine, a sturdy ship that had sailed many successful voyages. On November 7, 1872, it departed from New York City, captained by Benjamin Briggs, an experienced sailor with a sterling reputation. On board were 7 crew members and 2 passengers, including Briggs's wife, Sarah, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia. They were transporting a cargo of 1,701 barrels of denatured alcohol used for industrial purposes. The voyage was expected to take several weeks. The ship made steady progress across the Atlantic. But on December 4, 1872, something went terribly wrong. Another ship, the Dei Gratia, spotted the Mary Celeste drifting aimlessly near the Azores Islands. The Dei Gratia crew immediately knew something was wrong. The Mary Celeste was off course and sailing erratically. When the crew of the Dei Gratia boarded the Mary Celeste, they found a scene that was both eerie and perplexing. The ship was completely deserted. There wasn't a single person aboard. The sails were partially set, the rigging was in poor condition, and some of the ropes were trailing in the water. But the ship itself was seaworthy, with no signs of a major storm or disaster that could explain the abandonment. The ship's cargo was largely intact, except for 9 barrels of alcohol that were found to be empty. The lifeboat was missing, suggesting that the crew had left the ship in a hurry. The personal belongings of the crew and passengers, including Captain Briggs's navigation instruments and charts, were still in place. Even the ship's logbook was present, with the last entry dated November 25th, placing the ship near the Azores. But from that point on, there was no further information. The most baffling detail was that the ship appeared in perfect condition for sailing. There were no signs of struggle, violence, or piracy. So the question remained, why did the crew abandon a perfectly seaworthy ship? The mystery of the Mary Celeste has given rise to numerous theories over the years, each trying to explain the disappearance of the crew, but none have been definitively proven. One of the most plausible theories suggests that the crew abandoned ship due to fear of an explosion. The ship was carrying alcohol, and it's possible that some of the barrels leaked, releasing flammable fumes. If the crew believed that the ship was about to explode, they might have hastily abandoned it in the lifeboat, intending to return once the danger had passed. However, if they drifted too far or encountered rough seas, they could have been lost forever. Another theory involves natural disasters. Some have speculated that a sudden waterspout or undersea earthquake may have struck the ship, causing the crew to panic and abandon ship. However, there's little evidence to support this, and the ship itself showed no signs of severe weather damage. Then, of course, there are more fantastical theories. Some believe that the crew fell victim to piracy or even mutiny, though no signs of violence were found aboard the ship. Others suggest supernatural explanations, with legends of the Bermuda Triangle often being referenced, though the Mary Celeste was far from that region. Despite extensive investigations at the time, including a trial held in Gibraltar to determine whether foul play was involved, the mystery of the Mary Celeste remains unsolved. Captain Briggs and his crew were never found, and the ship itself continued to sail under different captains, eventually sinking in 1885 after running aground near Haiti. What makes the mystery of the Mary Celeste so enduring is that it defies easy explanation. A perfectly intact ship, a missing crew, and no clear evidence of what went wrong. These are the elements that have turned the Mary Celeste into one of the most famous ghost ships in history. The story has been adapted into countless books, documentaries, and films, and continues to fascinate people to this day. Conclusion: the story of the Mary Celeste is a reminder that, Despite all our technological advances, the sea still holds mysteries that we may never fully understand. Was it a natural disaster, a tragic accident, or something far more sinister? The truth about what happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste may never be known, but one thing is certain: the ship's legacy will continue to haunt the oceans and the imaginations of all who hear its story. If you found this mystery as intriguing as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ValeQuest for more unsolved mysteries and incredible stories from the past.